Oh, do it for the kids. Do it for the kids. Good morning, class. Is this AP video game? Right. Right, okay, well, your previous teacher, Mr. Poobut, is taking a extended vacation from this class.
I'm kind of out of options here.
Which makes a lot more sense after seeing all of you. Can anyone just tell me, right off the bat, what makes up a great video game? You.
Gameplay!
Gameplay. What a bold statement.
Isn't story kind of important?
Yes, story. You should see me after class. Yeah, story. I've got one. Yeah, you. A great video game challenges the heteronormative status quo that marginalizes intersectional people of color, making sure that they're treated. Sure, why not? I'll get fired if I say no. What do I even put for that? Okay, I'll take one more answer. On second thought, I think we have plenty. Let's just do fucking roll call. Sorry I'm late, Teach. I was too busy shredding the gnar with Tony Hawk.
Hey, man, he's even got a lanyard. Yeah, that means he gets to drive the school on his own.
Oh, yeah, and here's that assignment you asked for. I never assigned that. You don't know. Teach, where'd you get those answers, Cora? I did. Yes, that is exactly where I got them. You're not thinking big picture, you pencil pusher.
Hey, yo, that's a bar if you think about it.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't get it. Are you trying to tell me things like gameplay and story, soul, art direction aren't what make a game great? You guys just don't get it. Because if you want to know what makes a game truly great, then we're gonna have to take a little field trip to the International Hall of Fame of Video Game. Oh, time for that extended vacation. Well, here we are, the resting place of the best games ever made. Oh, piss. Oh, it's just so embarrassing, guys. I swear this never happens.
Yeah, that's what you did last time. Come on, guys, let's bounce.
God, no, don't leave. Oh, God. I just wanted to show people what made a game truly awesome. Fear not, gamer. It is I, the angel of gaming. God, Jesus Christ! Why does everyone say that? No, I'm not him. Actually, you'd make a pretty sick NFT. Silence! I am the guardian of gaming. I am the phantom of Face Clan. I am post-nut clarity immortalized. You seek access to this place, yet it is region locked. You have the power, Manley. Search within. I do? Oh yeah, I have private internet access VPN, which is also the sponsor of this video. With Pia VPN, I can bypass those stupid region locks and finally get to the content I actually want to see. You hold before you the award-winning VPN that hides your traffic data and web browsing so well that I can't even see it. Not that I ever want to. See, as a YouTuber and an editor, I'm constantly downloading random JPEGs and videos off of Google, and after a while it always gives me this stupid capture of are you sure this is you?
Is this you?
But when I log into Pia with just one click, it makes all those problems disappear. Just like those friends you showed up with. Shut up. It's pretty rad that with one button I can connect to over 75 countries with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. And they do offer easy and convenient 24/7 support, not that you'll ever need it because this stuff is stupid easy to use. Pia offers a full money-back guarantee, which I genuinely appreciate when a company actually puts their money where their mouth is and it's like, hey, you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it. I think that's cool. And Pia is also completely open source, so you can see exactly what's going on within the program. I like that transparency. Pia is so good that I forget that I have it on half the time when I'm using my computer. So go through my link to support my channel and get Pia VPN for only $2 a month. It's only $2. And you get 4 months extra for free, which makes it like $1.98 per month. That's an 83% discount. What are you waiting for? Sign up today. Thank you guys for watching. If I had to ask you why your favorite games are your favorite games, you'd probably cite things like the gameplay, the story, the art direction, the emotion, the vibe, and I wouldn't fault you for doing it. For years, I did the same thing. Anytime I played a new video game or watched a show, I'd constantly ask myself, why did I enjoy that? I would spend all this time in the showers trying to find the core element of what made this game something I wanted to go back to. Almost like I was doing one of those 10-second elevator pitches to Elon Musk or something. No, you don't understand. See, he turns himself into a pickle. But see, there's a giant problem here, because all these features that make a particular game great can still paradoxically be featured in a bunch of games that suck ass. So what gives? Because while you can praise a video game for its gameplay and art style, there's also all the other games that have good gameplay and good art styles that don't come even close to measuring up. I think there's something fundamentally flawed in the rubric that we use to judge whether or not a game is good or not. For the most part, 99% of the people out there have no clue what really truly makes a game go from average to amazing. And I truly think I figured it out. And that's why we're here. See, we have to look beyond just the good games to figure out what makes a game truly excel. We have to look at the great games. All of these games that have been in somebody's top 10 list somewhere all have one thing in common. All of these games are far more than the sum of their parts. You gotta be kidding me. If this sounds like some stupid fucking amorphous thing, I'd agree with you. That's why I boiled it down into 3 characteristics that will tell you if a game is this. But what does that even mean in the first place? For something to be more than the sum of its parts, it has to be like a 1 + 1 = 3 scenario. And the best surface level example I can think of this, without this being an hour-long video essay, is with Skyrim. Job. This majestic masterpiece of a game changed the very foundation of gaming after its release. This is one of my favorite games that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And with that said, it kind of fucking sucks. Gameplay? Busted. Graphics? Abominable. Story? Below average. Voice acting? Scuffed. Bugs? All of them. Vin? Nick. Oh, you motherfucker, you almost got me there. And you know what? I couldn't be bothered with any of that stuff in the slightest, and how the fuck is that possible? While Skyrim was just a complete dog-meat abortion of a game, it managed to completely nail the feeling of adventure and discovery that we all crave in a game like this. I think you can boil this whole thing down into 3 pillars that will allow you to tell if a game is more than the cum of its parts. Delete this video. The first pillar on this list is every business corporate professional's favorite word, and that is innovation. And before you click off the video, I know, when you hear the word innovation, it makes your brain just want to fucking shut down. But a better word to describe this here is called novelty, where the game does something different to stimulate the player. It's this effect that makes games that are like perfectly put together lose out to games that may not hold up objectively, but feel far more fun and exciting because they did something different. It didn't have to be huge, but could be just something that makes the experience so much more special without having to actually perfect it. This is, by definition, having something that's more than the sum of its parts. Some of the best games ever made gave that feeling of specialness from simply combining pre-existing mechanics in a slightly different way. Now, of course, just because your game does something special, that doesn't mean you have an instant hood classic on your hands. And that leads us to our much more important pillar, Pillar 2. The second pillar here is where the game has to absolutely nail something. It can be a gameplay thing, it can be a story thing, it can be a fucking I don't care, but it has to do it really, really well. It's this part of the game that makes you forget about all the other bullshit that's present in the same game you're playing. Hi, editor's note, I'm uploading this in 10 hours and I feel like I need to be a little bit more specific here. This is the element of the game that differentiates itself from all the other games in that specific genre. Why you may play one shooter game over the other, or maybe play Mario Kart instead of Forza, or vice versa. Fuck, I'm running out of time, Ah! This to me is the reason why you go back to play a game instead of it just dropping to the bottom of your like 300 unplayed Steam games. If a game doesn't absolutely nail a component to the reason you play the game, it's just going to be forgotten. But that brings us to the third pillar. The third pillar here is the one that I think is by far the most important, which is the game's ability to be timeless and perform exceptionally regardless of its context. A good game isn't carried into greatness because of its disabilities. It does the exact opposite and excels despite of its handicaps. It's the difference between looking at a painter and saying, oh, they're a pretty good painter, you know, despite them being completely fucking blind, versus, oh my god, that's really good painting. And despite that, they've been blind the whole time. Look at a game like Mario 64. It's not one of the best games ever made because it was revolutionary for its time. It's great because it's a fantastic 3D platformer that still stands up to some of the best games ever made in that same genre. I think a game being more than some of its parts is so integral to a game being great because it's how it leaves an impression with you, the player, as opposed to it just being passably good, but forever forgettable. If you're wondering where I got my sources on this, I completely made them up.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm not joking. I just... Sorry, these are just sort of my current thoughts on the matter, and I don't know, maybe I'll stand by it, maybe I'll regret making this video in a week. Who knows?
If you subscribe to the video, I'll give you a couple tips and like the rest of this diet energy drink. I didn't really enjoy it, but there's a little bit left, so I'll give that to you too. Thanks for watching.